Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohoes, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets. Hey, guess what? Looks like Tulsi Gabbard and RFK are going to be confirmed because they just passed. They just got passed out of committee. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. on Tuesday cleared crucial hurdles toward winning Senate confirmation, handing President Trump a key win as he looks for an early display of loyalty from GOP lawmakers. Gabbard and Kennedy overcame high-stakes committee votes that went down to the wire in their bids to lead the U.S. intelligence apparatus and the Department of Health and Human Services, respectively. Skeptical Republicans on each committee made the decision to back them in the final days before the votes after Trump officials, including Vice President Vance and other GOP leaders, cajoled them into maintaining an unblemished slate of nominees who have gone through the committee process. How the process played out underscores how many Republicans are of incurring Trump's wrath only weeks into his administration. So I've got a sense that there's some politicians who still haven't wrapped their heads around the size of the change that's actually going on around them, but lots of them have enough to get them through committee, and hopefully because the weak undecided ones will just follow the flock, they'll go along. But how big is the change that's happening right now? Well, it's bigger than the top of Jaden Smith's head at the Grammys. How about that? They're not going to go against him. If they go against him, they're going to go against 77 million people, said Tommy Tuberville. After Trump's popular vote total in November, I don't think that they want that if they want to get reelected. Both nominees now appear likely to be confirmed on the Senate floor in the coming weeks till the final vote. I like that Tommy Tuberville. He did the Corleone shuffle right out of the gate as a warning to hey, I'm not saying bad things are going to happen to them. I'm just saying that bad things have happened to everybody who ever goes against Donald Trump. Democrats remain vehemently opposed to both nominees. And vehemently opposed translates in this situation to we are traitors to the United States and are completely bought and paid for by the industries these nominees stand against. That's what vehemently opposed means here. Each can only afford to lose 3. So there are a handful of Republicans who haven't said how they intend to vote, but each of the nominees can afford to lose 3 votes on the Senate floor. Mitch McConnell is considered a potential no vote on both, though it's unclear how many others will join him. And by the way, here's Mitch McConnell. Watch your step, buddy. Whoa! Watch your step, Mitch. You might need some pharmaceuticals after that. I mean, Joe Biden is his trainer, so yes. Senator Todd Young, an ex-Marine intelligence officer, appeared irked while the former Hawaiian congressman refused to say whether National Security Agency whistleblower Edward Snowden is a traitor. And Senator Susan Collins of Maine had last week indicated she was concerned about Gabbard's views on government surveillance. Really? That's what you're concerned about? But by Monday, top Republicans were optimistic Gabbard would advance out of committee. Young had a series of phone calls with Vance over the weekend, and he told reporters he spoke with Trump, whose campaign has never formally endorsed in a camp. So this guy, Young, never formally endorsed Trump. Young told reporters that the president and others didn't threaten any retaliation if he opposed Gabbard. Yeah, the president didn't threaten because he didn't have to. He's not going to come out and say that part. He's not that stupid, but what he did was demonstrate that he absolutely will do something to you, and at such a speed that you can't delete your files fast enough to deal with it. That's what Trump's doing. So this is what American intelligence officers around the globe deserve our respect and support. I appreciate Tulsi Gabbard's engagement with me on a variety of issues to ensure that our intelligence professionals will be supported and policymakers will receive unbiased information under her leadership. I have done what the framers envisioned for our senators to do, use the cumulative process to seek consultative process to seek firm commitments. In this case, commitments that will advance our national security, which is my top priority as a former Marine Corps intelligence officer. Having now secured these commitments, I will support Tulsi's nomination and look forward. Translation, I'm scared what Trump's going to do to me. That's what that means. Never, never an intimidation, Young told reporter. There was never an intimidation that there would be a problem. Okay. I bet there was. Bill Cassidy, like young Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, the final swing vote on Kennedy, also said he received last-minute assurances before casting the deciding vote in the Finance Committee. My expectations that we could have a great working relationship to make America healthy again is the basis of my support, Cassidy said on the Senate floor. Yeah, it certainly wasn't a threat from Donald Trump. Among other commitments, Cassidy said Kennedy and Trump administration pledged they would not dismantle the federal vaccine safety system and maintain a close relationship with Congress to conduct oversight. The senator said Kennedy has promised to speak with Cassidy multiple times a month, asked for Cassidy's input on hiring decisions at HHS, work within current vaccine approval and safety monitoring systems and not establish parallel systems, uphold the CDC's Vaccine Advisory Committee recommendations, not remove statements on CDC's website pointing out that vaccines do not cause autism. So that's what he's saying. He's saying RFK is not going to remove those statements. Until the science changes. Never bypass Congress, appear before the Senate's Health Committee on a quarterly basis, allow the Health Committee chair to choose a representative on any board or commission formed to review vaccine safety, and provide a 30-day notice to the Health Committee if the Health and Human Services want to change vaccine safety monitoring program. So basically, RFK's going to be able to do whatever he wants. Just give us 30 days notice, okay? So now this guy, this Cassidy, can go back and say, look at all these things I got for it. But if you notice at the bottom, all he has to do is give me 30-day notice to tell me he's going to do something. And then do it. That's it. So as a result, the longtime anti-vaccine activist is now on a glide path to running the nation's health agencies. Nominees can lose 3 Republicans on the floor if every Democrat votes no. The pressure campaign to convince Cassidy came after the Louisiana senator was openly wrestling with whether to support Kennedy. During hearings last week, Cassidy grilled Kennedy about his repeated assertions falsely linking vaccines to autism. This is from The Hill, just so you know. Kennedy wouldn't not renounce his claims, which led Cassidy to speak with him multiple times over the weekend and as recently as Tuesday. Cassidy on Tuesday said he was flooded with calls from Kennedy supporters. Cassidy was also lobbied by J.D. Vance throughout the weekend, including on Tuesday morning, just ahead of the vote. The Louisiana Republicans' handling of the Kennedy situation was seemingly driven by politics as well as his commitment to medicine. Okay, I don't even need to read the rest of this. So that's good news. Tulsi and RFK looks like they're on their way to getting confirmed. Yay. Yay. That's good. Are they flawed people? Yes. Did the senators oppose them on the things they did wrong? No. They opposed them on the things they got right. They opposed Tulsi for telling the truth about Syria. They opposed her for telling the truth about regime change wars. They opposed Tulsi when she told us that the CIA was lying to us. That's what they opposed her on. They didn't oppose her on they didn't oppose her on her flip-flopping on Israel. They didn't oppose her on any supporting the drone war. They didn't oppose her on the things they should have. They opposed her on the things she was right about. Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets.